This video is part 2 of the series on learning fullstack.NET web development. Here's how the website looks after being deployed on render.com. We'll be using the default template provided by Microsoft Visual Studio when selecting the option to include sample pages in the project. No modifications have been made to the sample code. As in the previous video, the focus remains on hosting rather than coding. There are plenty of resources online for those who want to expand and build upon this. I prefer following the Agile methodology. There should be a tangible and verifiable product from day one that others' clients can see and provide feedback on. We'll also implement CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, ensuring that any changes made to the GitHub repository are automatically detected by the hosting environment, triggering the deployment process. In this video, we'll learn how to host a Blazor WebAssembly standalone app on render.com. For those like me who are primarily back-end C# developers, front-end development can be a steep learning curve. Some developers swear by React, others favor Angular, and some are devoted to Vue.js. It's a crowded space. Fortunately, with C#, we have one language to handle everything. Blazor may not be a perfect front-end framework, but it provides a straightforward way for C# developers to build functional UI components with minimal effort and seamlessly integrate with backend APIs. Although Blazor has yet to gain widespread industry adoption, there is growing interest in the developer community. Some companies are experimenting with it, and a few have even incorporated Blazor into their applications. For this tutorial, the following tools are required: Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition, a free IDE from Microsoft, a github.com account, GitHub Desktop, an account on render.com. The first step is creating a GitHub repository. Since render.com connects with GitHub for CI/CD, setting up the repository first is essential. Open GitHub Desktop, sign in, and create a new repository by navigating to File, New Repository. Assign a name, choose a local folder, and for the Ignore section, select Visual Studio. Click Create Repository, then hit Publish Repository. The code can be made public or private. For this tutorial, it will be public. Click the Publish Repository button. Now open Visual Studio and create a new project. In the search box, look for Blazor and select Blazor WebAssembly Standalone App. This type of Blazor project runs entirely on the client side and does not retain state by default. In contrast, a Blazor Server app is rendered on the server, while a Blazor Web app supports both Blazor Server and Blazor WebAssembly components. Select Blazor WebAssembly Standalone App and click Next. Provide a project name and set the location to the GitHub repository created earlier. The Place Solution and Project in the same directory checkbox is important. If checked, no nested folder is created, which simplifies deployment. On the next page, select .NET 9.0 and keep the default settings. Be sure to include sample pages, as they provide interactive content for the hosted website. Click Create. Once the project is created, an overview page appears. Examine the files added to the project. Click the green Run button to launch the project locally. A console window opens, displaying the local host port where the Blazor site is running. After verifying the local website, close the browser. The next step is committing the new files added by Visual Studio. Add a commit message, click Commit to Main, then push the changes to GitHub. The .gitignore file is included automatically, ensuring temporary build files are excluded from version control. The History section will display the latest commit. Now navigate to render.com. On the dashboard, click Add New and select Static Site. Choose the GitHub repository and connect it. Assign a name for the site and leave the root directory blank. In the build command section, specify the location of a bash script that ensures the necessary installations are in place before building and hosting the .NET project. The script has already been added to the GitHub repository, and its link will be shared in the description. The bash script performs several tasks: installs the .NET SDK from the specified URL, installs WebAssembly tools, builds the project specifying the .csproj file location, e.g. BlazorHostingProject/BlazorHostingProject.csproj, verifies that index.html is generated in the published www root folder, copies index.html to the build output directory specified in the published directory field on render.com, confirms successful file copying, and logs build completion. After adding the script to the GitHub repository, commit it with a tag and verify the commit. Returning to render.com, enter the build command and publish directory, then click Deploy Static Site. The deployment process begins, running the bash script. The logs provide insights into the steps taken, including the download of the Linux SDK, indicating that render.com uses a Linux server environment. After about 4 minutes, the logs confirm a successful build and deployment. The hosted site is now live. Visit the provided URL to test the deployed website. This concludes the tutorial. Thanks for watching.